because of the fact that he's won decisions by, playing it safe, people that just don't get excited about him and they recognize him with the all-time greats. He's the best ever.
Yeah, I believe so.
You're seeing just like a totally different beast. He's
Just
super
nonstop,
nonstop, and you can't keep up with that.
Shakur, he boxes because he does step back,
A truly distinctive approach within jazz music. Absolutely, without question.
Tries to counter. That's boxing.
Joe Rogan praised Shakur Stevenson's dominant victory against Teofimo Lopez. Declaring him among elite fighters, Rogan emphasized Stevenson's accuracy, mental focus, and composure amid intense pressure, demonstrating how natural ability combined with relentless dedication conquers elite competition. Pure dedication and effort make all the difference. That's my belief.
Yeah, but man.
Yeah, but state of mind too. Like he believes it mentally.
But the amount of hard work is extraordinary to get to that.
Stevenson showcased career-defining excellence, systematically outclassing Teofimo Lopez across 12 rounds to claim the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship and achieve 4-division world champion status.
What's your reaction of it? Man, let me tell you, Shakur moved so well. He won every round, and he was just a step ahead with quickness and just with, just the plan himself. Great plan coming in, and he did well. Congratulations to him.
He won all the rounds? Is that what you're saying? He won all 12 rounds?
Well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds.
At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight?
After the fourth round.
After the fourth round?
Yeah.
Teofimo, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like he just tried differently going up and down. The counters were getting him.
Yeah.
What could he done differently tonight?
I don't know. It's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And, he tried. He definitely tried. His dad was emotional. He wanted him to do better, but, this is boxing.
Every judge scored the contest 119-9. Unanimous scorecards displaying Stevenson's complete control throughout the entire bout.
Man, just beautiful performance by Shakur, dominant, only lost a round. Was there any moment you had any doubt, or I don't know, but as the fight progressed, what were you seeing?
Well, actually, once I seen that he couldn't handle our hand speed, I really felt comfortable with that, I felt, that we could take risks and do more and whatnot, and as the fight went on, it seemed like it just got better, We was hoping that the pace would, kind of kick in with him and slow him down, but I think he did to a point. I think, his overall performance,
how important was it for you against the guy like Teofimo to be able to control those first 2 rounds and take the lead again?
Shakur just stayed with the game plan and just outscored him. We wanted to get ahead on the scorecard from the beginning, so we took it from there and just tried to stay ahead.
Rogan expressed long-time appreciation for Stevenson's defensive expertise and technical precision above all qualities.
Best Philly shell since Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
His defense was incredible.
Yeah. Defense, and he stayed, and that guy was putting the guy from Golden Boy, I can't remember his name, who he fought, but was just a good fighter and was really pressuring him. And Shakur stayed in the pocket.
Yeah.
He stayed in the pocket.
Because people were calling him a runner before.
Anymore. He's not a runner, yeah.
But he said after that fight, I'm not going to fight that way anymore. He said I took too many shots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he wanted to put on a show and show everybody he's not just a runner. He could stand in the pocket. Then he's like, why am I doing this? I'll box the shit out of these.
Absolutely. I don't compile rankings like that. Definitely elite level. He's truly elite level.
And just one of the best, as far as skill.
What distinguished Stevenson's defense during this particular bout was seamlessly blending it with aggressive offensive execution.
I thought that Teo is an elite guy. And he basically made him look quite average tonight. 4-division world champion, 28 years of age. What can you say?
Did anything surprise you about Teo's performance tonight? Because
No.
I almost feel like he's running out of ideas. But
well, I just think Shakur looked strong. Shakur looked like he was punching very hard. His jab was on point. His footwork was incredible. It's his timing. It's his fitness. He's a complete fighter.
Is Conor Benn realistic for Shakur Stevenson next?
Hold on, guys. You can't go through there.
No. Conor Benn next.
Stevenson recognized Lopez's bravery in defending his championship and honored the competitive drive through social media, posting appreciation for the chance, Teo. I admire your willingness to risk everything, unlike other hesitant competitors. Lopez appeared visibly crushed and disheartened that evening. His failure to penetrate Stevenson's sustained defense rendered him dejected and angry in his corner following a completely one-sided performance.
What's on tonight?
Just grateful to be here, man. That's all.
You put on a performance tonight and unfortunately came up short, but what was it that surprised you about Shakur Stevenson?
Nothing at all, man. Just didn't come with the right plan. That's all. Better man won tonight. Good fan.
Do you feel like you'd like to run it back at some point with Shakur? I know you're someone that always wants to event like that time Kambosos beat you. You want the dividends straight away, right?
We'll see what happens next, man. I'm gonna let my team do the work on that.
Teofimo, appreciate your time.
Bill Haney openly celebrated Shakur Stevenson's masterful work, commending the strategic intelligence and efficiency Stevenson demonstrated inside the ring with his post about perfect execution from Team Shakur. Boxing experts and competitors responded extensively across social platforms and broadcasts following the event, recognizing Stevenson's display as pure artistry in both attack and damage prevention. Multiple observers highlighted Lopez's constant struggles because whenever he attempted aggressive pressure, Stevenson countered with side-to-side movement, precise timing, and sharp responses. Despite Lopez's comeback attempts, particularly during middle rounds, Stevenson's defense remained flawless. He continuously adjusted, forcing Lopez to restart his approach rather than advance closer.
Just overall, everything.
I told y'all, man, 9-3, man. But I think Teo lucky. How many rounds they gave him? Did they give him a round? Fucking bum. Get Teo out of here.
What could Teo done differently in this fight?
Nothing. He couldn't do nothing. He tried everything. What his dad said? I told everybody. That's what his dad said, right? I told everybody. Get out of here, man.
At what round did you feel like it was going to be just a takeover?
First round. I said it, first round. It's over with. It's going to be like this all night, man. All night.
Richardson, what's going to be next for Shakur Stevenson from now? What is going to be next after this?
I don't know. Whatever he want to do, man.
Prior to the Stevenson versus Lopez showdown, renowned trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas examined the matchup and observed that despite both competitors possessing elite athleticism and talent, Lopez's psychological readiness might determine the fight's outcome. Atlas recognized Lopez's knockout power and natural abilities while noting his unreliable performances against premier opposition, indicating that without proper mental preparation and concentration throughout, Stevenson's disciplined, technical methodology could exploit those weaknesses.
Listen, to me, you got to start with Teofimo's mindset. I mean, he's a terrifically talented fighter, but he can be hot and cold. And I think the hot and cold isn't really attached to his physical abilities or condition. I think it's mental. I think, is he in a mental good place? Is he mentally in a good place? I think that, I don't know if we know that for sure, but when he's in mentally a good place, he's a hell of a fighter. I think that what's interesting about this is that he might be the first fighter that Shakur has ever faced that can match him athletically. Speed, quickness, and surpass him in power. But match him with hand speed and leg speed. So that makes it very interesting. I'll tell you something that nobody would dare to say because it sounds ludicrous.
This analysis connected to wider pre-fight discussions surrounding Lopez's career pattern of displaying exceptional moments while occasionally bringing emotional volatility into significant contests, potentially shifting momentum in closely contested battles without proper control. Conversely, Stevenson's methodical approach, defensive intelligence, and composure under intense situations appeared perfectly designed to exploit any mental lapses from Lopez, strengthening the belief that this encounter would be equally mental and physical warfare.
I think of Teo, look, Shakur's terrific, and he looked great in his last fight. But I think that if Teo is right mentally, he could possibly outbox Shakur. Nobody would think that.
What makes you say that?
Because of what I just said, his athleticism. He can match him athletically. And he's got a good enough IQ of this sport in the ring where I think that he could, if he has the right strategy, and he's right mentally, I said that already, but he did actually make Shakur come out of his comfort zone and have to come forward, which is really not his forte. His forte is to be a great defensive fighter, turn defense into offense, and be a great counterpuncher. He could maybe make him come, like, get off, get out, use his legs, and maybe puts the emphasis on Shakur to have to go take the risk. That would be interesting.
There's another fight that's been announced today, Chisora against Wilder. Two guys coming to the end. What do you make of that fight?
I just don't want to see nobody get hurt. I think that, you know, I love Shakur. He's one of my favorite people in the sport, to be quite frank.
Stevenson ranks among boxing's most technically skilled competitors. An Olympic silver medalist maintaining an unblemished professional record, recognized for superior defense, southpaw mobility, and accurate striking. Stevenson has advanced through multiple divisions and currently pursues championship gold in his 4th weight category. He's discussed his ambition to establish his legacy among boxing's greatest talents beyond simple championship status. Stevenson maintains his skill set and ring intelligence will overwhelm Lopez, stating he's witnessed Lopez's peak performance and considers himself superior.
You know, people think the fight with Teo is either going to be you delivering a masterclass
or a knockout by Teo.
Yeah, or you getting into some type of brawl with Teo and end up getting knocked out, right? What are fans getting wrong about the matchup?
I think the fans is getting wrong about the matchup is where I'm not sleeping on that I know about Teo. Teo's a good boxer.
Mm-hmm.
He's boxer first. So we could say, oh, he's just going to knock you out. Or he's just going to... That's not him. He's boxing first. He's going to want to establish distance and range on the outside and try to beat me up on the outside. So I think that's the main thing. And also the biggest thing that everybody don't realize with me, I could punch. Everybody say, oh, he can't punch, and then boom, crack somebody, and then they laying down, or something may happen to where they hurt or something like that. So I think that's two big things where they don't understand or know.
Stevenson's move to 40 pounds represents a pivotal career milestone, marking his first professional contest at this weight against established champion Teofimo Lopez, instead of gradually adjusting to the new division through easier opponents. Numerous experts consider this Stevenson's most demanding test yet. He's abandoning his lightweight comfort zone to face a physically stronger adversary who captured and successfully defended the WBO junior welterweight title repeatedly. Stevenson has stated his pursuit of greatness eliminates interest in gradual weight class adaptation, choosing instead this high-stakes, high-reward challenge.
I actually set this fight up, and I honestly did it because I wanted to push myself. I know that Teo is a tremendous fighter. I know he's on an extremely high level. And I feel like, well, I know that I can beat him, but I know that this should be a tough test, so I'm ready.
Who were some of the other options you had?
Lamar Roach.
That would have been a real good fight, man. But I mean, Teo, he's a bigger name, though, so I see why you went with him.
Yeah, bigger name, and also he got the more accolades. He's been undisputed before. He's done won belts at 35, won belts at 30, at 40. So he's more accomplished. So I know that would be a better name on my resume.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that this is going to be a tough fight for you.
I mean, they absolutely right to have their opinion. I already know this guy's good. I done came up in the amateurs with him. I chose this for that reason. Like,
Ryan Garcia responded on social media following Shakur Stevenson's decisive victory over Teofimo Lopez, sharing his observations from Madison Square Garden. Garcia posted on X about Lopez's approach, writing poor strategic planning from Teofimo, emphasizing how Lopez failed to adapt and was consistently outmaneuvered by Stevenson's calculated methods. Garcia's assessment reflected widespread opinion that Lopez appeared disconnected throughout, unable to create opportunities or disrupt Stevenson's control as the unbeaten southpaw managed range and controlled tempo. Additional social media commentary shared similar perspectives, observing how Stevenson's tactical discipline eliminated Lopez's attacking options round after round, prompting extensive analysis about Lopez's tactical failures.
Teo, I mean, it didn't seem like it, but did Teo, I don't know, present any issues, or was there any adjustments he made that you guys had to adjust back to, or was...
No, because, a lot of stuff that he did, we were familiar with and we game planned for. So when we seen it, it was pretty much what, he didn't present His problem, he didn't bring anything different to the ring that he's been
I'm the first Shakur Stevenson, but
when you're playing for a fight like this here, then you gotta have another game plan. The plan A, plan B, and plan D. So he only had one plan. He thought that he was faster than us, and he thought that Shakur was slow. So that's where he made his biggest mistake at.
Right. Did Shakur ever, I think at one point he said something about like, he just said that he's stronger than him or something like that.
Shakur said, man, he ain't nowhere near as strong as me. So, you know, that worked to his advantage and to his confidence.
So now that you checked off. Terrence Crawford praised Shakur Stevenson extensively, identifying him as boxing's emerging superstar following Crawford's retirement. Crawford explained that Shakur possesses complete skills, attributes, and capabilities required for sport dominance. Crawford believes Shakur's victory over Teofimo Lopez establishes him as 4-division world champion, potentially elevating him to pound-for-pound rankings summit. Crawford, himself a 5-division world champion, suggested Shakur might eventually equal or exceed that accomplishment. He projected confidence in Stevenson becoming a 5-division champion too, demonstrating his complete faith in Stevenson's abilities. Crawford added that Shakur could achieve greater accomplishments than his own career, hoping Stevenson continues developing toward even higher boxing achievements.
Stevenson, now that you've sort of sailed off into the sunset, done your thing in boxing, is he the sort of heir apparent to what was your throne? Do you look at him and go, you've all the ability, you've all the tools, obviously you've friends as well as just someone who you've been in the gym with. Is he that guy now who becomes pound for pound number one if he beats Teofimo Lopez?
Well, yeah, for sure. When he beats Teofimo, he'll be a 4-weight world champion. You know, I'm a 5-weight world champion. I can see him becoming a 5-weight world champion as well. You know, Shakur got all the tools and all the abilities to do bigger and better things than me, and that's what I'm hoping for him to do.
Compared you to the 4 times, just something different. Who was your favourite of the 4, and stylistically, if you could have fought one of them prime for prime, who would you choose?
To be honest, I think I had a little...
Various influences from all sources. Crawford responded decisively to Teofimo Lopez Sr.'s provocations, clarifying his desire to avoid their drama-creating attempts. Crawford explained that Lopez's father was attempting provocation through foolish behavior to promote a fight, but Crawford remains uninterested due to retirement. He noted that while fighter promotion is standard practice, involving him serves no purpose since he's stepped away from competition. Crawford stressed his permanent retirement from fighting, making constant verbal attacks and attention-seeking pointless. He directly told Lopez Sr. to stop the ridiculous behavior, noting that not everyone finds those tactics entertaining. His clear message was simple: honor his retirement, leave him alone, and concentrate on active competitors instead.
I know there's been a little bit back and forth, more from Teofimo's side. You approached the father, you told him something. What is it that you told him? Because I know he was trying to like get some antics towards you, and it didn't get to you.
No, I just told him about himself. He know what I said, but he got to stop being a clown, you know? Like, everybody not with the clown antics and things like that just because he want to sell a fight. It's cool to sell a fight, but I'm not fighting. Leave me alone. I'm retired. You don't got to make antics at me, you know?
When questioned about demoralizing Teofimo Lopez during their encounter, Shakur Stevenson confidently confirmed his success. He noticed Lopez was mainly focused on surviving individual rounds and reaching the final bell, showing his inability to execute typical tactics successfully. Shakur characterized his strategy as systematic, explaining that he systematically dismantled Lopez, destroying his defenses and capitalizing on vulnerabilities consistently. During early action, Shakur identified clear physical superiority, telling his corner during round 2, "I'm physically stronger than him." This recognition enabled him to stay in command and control rhythm, compelling Lopez to fight defensively instead of initiating action. Through combining disciplined preparation, advanced technique, and physical dominance, Stevenson guaranteed complete fight control, providing minimal chances for Lopez to establish significant offense while proving his superiority that evening.
I put the work in. I stayed disciplined throughout my camp. I was in tremendous shape. And T.O., he's a hell of a fighter, but I was the better man tonight.
Guys, just raise your hands, please, and the microphone will be brought to you. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, man. Great performance, obviously.
Did you feel at some point that you demoralized him and he was just kind of trying to get to the finish line?
Yeah, I definitely did. I feel like he's a fighter, so he tried to fight back. But yeah, I picked him apart. In the second round, I want to say that I told my corner, I said, I'm stronger than he is.
Did you feel like you hurt him at any point in the fight?
Yeah, for sure. I hurt him a couple times. My jab, my left hand to the body, my left hand up top. I put on a great show tonight.
Did you think you was really going to beat him up that way?
Yes. Yes. I've been told you this. I told you this a minute ago. I said he's not on my level. And I proved it tonight. And shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, bro. You're a hell of a fighter. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you went there and did what you were supposed to do. You dig deep and you did what you were supposed to do, and I'm proud of you, bro.
Shakur, a hell of a fight, hell of a performance, right in the front. In the front, right in front. You seem to make it look real easy tonight. You know, it had to be very frustrating for T.O.
What are your thoughts on Stevenson's dominance and Lopez's performance? Share your opinions in the comments.